Yikes. Interest rates are up again. And here we are, the end of May 2023, as if real estate wasn't slowing down enough. Now we have interest rates approaching 7%. Are they going to go past 7% or are they going to come down? We're here to talk to you all about mortgage rates, what's happening in the real estate market, why people aren't listing their homes for sale. So hang on. We'll be right back to talk to you about that. Home buying has definitely slowed down a lot. And what the buyers that are doing that are out there in the market that definitely want to buy, they're looking over the inventory of what's out there and they're seeing these homes on the market, as I said, 70, 80, 90, 100 days. And what they're doing is figuring out what is that home worth in today's real estate market, not last year, not 2022. What's it worth today? So some people call this a low ball offer. But if those sellers really want to sell that home and they've got somebody giving them good advice, they'll look at the current prices definitely around their neighborhood and homes that compare to them in size, typically 10 to 20% plus or minus on the heated square footage. And they see that, ooh, maybe we should take that offer on this house. So that's what a lot of the buyers are doing now. And they're also moving over to new construction. Why would they move to new construction? It seems like those prices are higher. All the builders are starting to raise their prices. Why are builders raising prices? Materials are costing more. Labor is costing more, but they are able to build these homes. They're getting the materials in. There's not a slowdown like there was. So they're able to build these homes, but they're able to raise the prices because the demand is still there too. Hey, it's John Bice with eXp Real Estate, and we're also affiliated with Ryan at the Florida for Boomers Network. So just when home buyers are starting to see prices level off, starting to come back to normal pricing, especially in our area, what happens? Interest rates start ticking up. So we went from 18 months, 2 years ago, where we were in the twos with interest rates, and now we're approaching 7%. Now, while most people will think that's absolutely crazy, I do remember a time my parents had a mortgage at 13%. So we got so accustomed for so many years of seeing 2 and 3% mortgage interest rates that suddenly getting into the sixes and approaching 7 is making people just completely back off and stop, especially first-time home buyers. And they're getting priced out of the market somewhat, even though the prices of homes have come down, not a lot, but they have come down. We peaked, we were about 28% above our normal prices back in 2022. We've come down about 12 to 13%. Still higher, much higher than we were, but at least they had come down. And now it's made people just step back, stop, and say, I'm not going to buy right now, not at these interest rates. I want to stop and see what happens. Are prices going to come down even further to help me out? Or have I been priced out of the market by these interest rates? And where did all the sellers go? We still are under 2 months of inventory here in the Lakewood Ranch, Sarasota area. Our market is considered to be normal when we have 6 months of inventory. So where did all the sellers go? So a lot of people, in my mind, I was thinking they're thinking along the lines of, well, my home was worth $700,000 back in March of 2022. Why is it worth $700,000 now? If I can't get that, I'm not going to sell. I think that was the train of thought with a lot of people, and those people put their home on the market. And those are the homes we're starting to see linger for longer and longer on the market. You're starting to see days on market at 70, 80, 90, 100 days again, because those people are priced out of the current market. But something I read today, those people who are thinking of selling or were thinking of selling are now looking at those interest rates because they're going to get a mortgage on their new home. So even if they bought, let's say back in 2020, and they could double what they paid for their home, and that happens a lot. If you bought in 2018, 19, or 2020, and are looking to sell now, you may be able to double what you paid for that home that you currently have. But then to move on, they have to take on these new interest rates that are 6.5 to 7.1%. And that's making people say, nope, I'll stay right here. Because when they bought, they were at 2.5, 2.75, maybe 3%. So doubling their interest on their mortgage is not something they want to do. So they have backed off, even though they can make the money on the sale. To move forward, they're going to have to buy at current prices and get these current rates on mortgages, and they're not willing to do that. Home buying has definitely slowed down a lot, and what the buyers that are doing that are out there in the market that definitely want to buy, they're looking over the inventory of what's out there, and they're seeing these homes on the market, as I said, 70, 80, 90, 100 days. And what they're doing is figuring out, what is that home worth in today's real estate market, not last year, not 2022. What's it worth today? So some people call this a low ball offer. But if those sellers really want to sell that home and they've got somebody giving them good advice, they'll look at the current prices definitely around their neighborhood, and homes that compare to them in size, typically 10 to 20% plus or minus on the heated square footage. And they see that, ooh, maybe we should take that offer on this house. So that's what a lot of the buyers are doing now. And they're also moving over to new construction. Why would they move to new construction? It seems like those prices are higher. All the builders are starting to raise their prices. Why are builders raising prices? Materials are costing more, labor is costing more, but they are able to build these homes. They're getting the materials in. There's not a slowdown like there was. So they're able to build these homes, but they're able to raise the prices because the demand is still there too. So while our inventory is up 20% from where it was in 2022, as I mentioned earlier, we are still way below what we consider to be normal inventory. Normal inventory is 6 months worth of inventory. Now, how they figure that out is if we had the number of listings that are currently on the market and no new listings came on the market, and the absorption rate that we have currently, how long would it take to sell our inventory? So right now we have 2 months worth of inventory. So still very, very low. And as realtors, we can go on to the MLS and see what is out there. And the builders are starting to flood the market because they've caught up. They're building spec homes or homes they plan to build. And they're flooding the multiple listing service with their inventory. So not a lot of resales out there, tons of builder homes on the market, but builders, again, are raising prices, but they can do some things that a normal mortgage person can't do. The builders have started offering incentives again for you to use their lender, for you to use their title company, and they will give you money towards your closing cost or maybe buying your interest rate down. We've got one that's getting ready to go under contract right now, and they are offering, they being the builder, Pulte is offering $15,000 in cash for them to use to buy the interest rate down or to go towards their closing cost or both. So those are typical things that a normal mortgage person can't do. So we always like to have our buyers talk to both, talk to a mortgage person, talk to the builder's mortgage people, and see what the best deal is for them. So that's where we are right now in the market. Low inventory, prices have come down, but the buying pace has not picked up because of interest rates. Now, how high will these interest rates go? We don't know, but they're hovering around 7% right now. And it just depends on the economy, inflation, what's going on in Washington. So all of those things are factors for sure. So if you have any questions about this, call me. My cell phone number is 941 962 7443. And again, hit the subscribe button and the notification bell. We put out information about the everywhere from Parrish down to Lakewood Ranch, Sarasota, Venice, all the way down to the Welland Park, which is in the Northport area. Real estate information about that 2 to 3 times a week. And we're happy to help you in any way that we possibly can. It doesn't matter if you're buying, selling, or you plan on building a new home. We are here for you to help you through that whole entire process. Thanks so much, and I look forward to hearing from you.